Good evening, my fellow travelers on Spaceship Earth. It is I, and I am Guy, and I'm coming to you live from Applewood Station, where it is 17 degrees and partly cloudy. I went to the Lego store today. Bad things happened because I went, well, no, good things happened because I went to the Lego store today. I have a whole bunch of really cool and adorable minifigs now, which are really cool and adorable. So now what I'm doing is trying to put these guys in the correct organizational things so that they do the right things at the right time here. And so we have a few things that occurred. One, I think this is most certainly a thing that my child picked up and not me, but does not need to be in here. This bag of, so I have a bag of miscellaneum here. Brent, it's been so long since I've seen you last. Have you grown? And by grown, I mean, look at this guy. Look at his little feet. Danger, danger, Will Robinson, danger. Oh my God, so awesome. Got the blue Sword of Doom. All kinds of cool stuff here. So, oh, hey. Question really is, oh, no, man. So we got the retro 70 or 60s, 50s, I guess, 50s retro Space Girl, which I thought was really cool. So if you guys are wondering, the Lego Series 26 just came out, and it's all space oriented. All of it is. And so I found out online the way to read the little barcodes on the bottom of the box. In fact, I have an app now that's on my phone that when you stick these little boxes up there, it tells you what's in the box. So I was able to get just the guys I wanted, because there was a couple of them that I was like, those just don't look like they're any fun. I'm not that interested, really. And so I had made a while back, a series of comics which was based around my Lego men. And I loved those guys. They were very funny. And I just recently hauled them out again. And I feel like it's just very opportune that at this very second, there happened to be a resurgence on the Lego Space series, which just cracks me up. And I was just like, well, that's an amazingly amazing thing. I'm like, how did that happen? That's just such a coincidence. So, when school starts again, I think I might go back to this guy after I have finished doing comic 2 and 3. Come back to these guys because they really did crack me up. So, that's a thing. I'll give you an example. Here we go. Yep. There we go. I love the idea that Tim here just is a full-on believer that the world is, or that the moon is flat. I think so too. And then, yeah, this one's better. I like this guy. I just love the look on Tim's face here. Like he's thinking it through. I get such a kick out of it. But I have a bag full of just widgets, different things. You know, I mean, everything from bizarre little hats to, I just absolutely love the alien antenna hair. It's very hard to see, but alien antenna hair. So it's hair that goes on one of these guys, but it's alien antenna. I got as many helmets as I could find. Went to these double blaster guns, a couple of oxygen tanks, a lot of helmets. I haven't found a brown helmet. I don't think I've ever seen a brown helmet before. But yeah, I get a kick out of it. But the real winning happened because you can see here Tim is my not so smart dude, but the score, and I cannot even believe this happened, but the score comes with one of these guys having a very little teeny tiny micro-sized pink space dude, complete with little teeny air tanks on the back. And it had to be pink. I'm just beyond humored, that the little teeny creature that they decided to make was a miniature version of Pink, because Tim is pink, and therefore this is a baby Tim, and it cracks me up. Inkscape, huh? Not opposed. I am going to disarm this lady. Put her in here. Put all these in here. And then slowly, Inkscape, huh? What's your review of it? I was wondering if you were in here or not. Pestopolis there. Pesty the cat. Cat the pesty goodness. That's you. Inkscape. Works with no issues actually is a big plus. I'm not going to lie. The MMU pack is awesome. This guy here with her MMU pack on the back. She just, oh man, she has a gold visor. Only problem I have with these guys is that their visors are snap-on and don't slide, so you can't pull them up. But they are pretty cool with a gold visor. And that gives me the ability to have little robots and MMUs and stuff like that for. I mean, I have a couple of big issues with the fact that Adobe has decided to up their prices to $60 a month now. So they're trying desperately to get rid of me. I can tell already. They're working really hard to try to get rid of me because I can't do $60 a month forever. But I mean, we were, especially if you think about how long I have been doing or been with Photoshop. I've been using Photoshop and buying the new versions of Photoshop when they came out and then upgrading. And I'd upgrade to the newer versions, and then I've been with Creative Cloud since 2014. So now for 10 years I have paid $50 a month for 10 years. Right? So that means I paid $7,200 now for Photoshop. And now they're raising the prices to $60 a month. So, and as soon as I quit, this is actually nefarious because as soon as I quit, they turn off my Photoshop. It never works ever again. And I've wasted $7,200. And so some part of my brain goes, well, you can't just do that. You've got to, you can't just waste that money. And it's like, of course I can. But it's $7,200. And now they're not even letting me have access to the new stuff. Like $60 a month gives me only access to the programs that they've always given me access to. But the one that I really want to use is whatever that 3D painting program is that allows you to paint on 3D objects. That one is the one I want, but that one's an extra $20 a month. So I'd have to pay $80 a month. I mean, they're just getting to the point where it's like, guys, you've priced yourself out of I don't make enough money. I don't make enough money. I just don't. I make less than $25,000 a year. I cannot afford to be forking out $60 a month. So I am actually looking for killers of all the programs. I've already got Audacity, which allows me to get rid of Audition. That's good. And now I'm looking for reasonable. Wow. Poor Alex. Man. So Alex is somewhere. I don't know where he is, but wherever he is, his flight was supposed to arrive here at midnight or at 10. His flight was supposed to arrive at 10 o'clock tonight. So he should have already been here by now. But then it got delayed, and now it's going to be arriving, and then it was going to be arriving at 3:06 a.m. tomorrow morning. Now it got delayed again, and it's going to be 5:52 a.m. tomorrow morning. which means that DaVinci Resolve I've actually considered as well. And I do need a video editor. So that will definitely be a thing. And I'm up for anything that requires me to buy it. Like I bought Clip Studio Paint. I'm willing to keep Clip Studio Paint because I bought it. And as long as they don't put me on the subscription model, we're fine. But they are playing games. They're playing these games and I can see them. We've got this cool thing, but we're not going to let you have this cool thing unless you subscribe. They're playing that game already. And it's like, look, the whole point here was to make it so that we wouldn't have to mess with it. Oh, I see where they're coming from. Man. So that's part of the problem. Oh, it's an A320 too. Jeez. The problem is the aircraft that they're flying in on is delayed at the departure point. That's fair. I'm never going to hit a profit anymore. I haven't hit a profit yet. $13.26 was the reason why. It's actually technically not even in the air yet. Man. Krita. I've heard a lot about Krita as well. Yeah. Oh, man. All right. I'll look into Krita as well. Actually, I'll look into Krita right now. Why look at it later? Oh, might be something I'd be interested in as well. Primarily for digital art and 2D animation. Is Krita no longer free? First answer, Krita is a free and open source application. Stop asking. Yeah, and honestly, it's saying that Krita is used for painting, drawing, and animation, where Photoshop is used more for image editing and graphics. And the truth of the matter is, I'm not going to be doing graphics much anymore. I'm kind of burned out. It's been years and years and years and years and years. And I think I'm done fighting with the monster out there. And I think it's time for me to change. So I think that probably Krita sounds like it'd be a much better system. Better, I mean, it's for painting, drawing, and animation, which is pretty much all I ever use these things for anymore. I like painting, I like drawing, I like animation. So sounds like all the things I like. And Photoshop says that it's image editing and graphics design. I don't do that much anymore. So I think that's what we're going to do. Dark Table. Really? Because that's the other problem. Is Lightroom better than Dark Table? You know what? You may have solved another one of my problems because it may not be as powerful as Lightroom, but one of the reasons I'm staying with Adobe is Lightroom. And Dark Table might be one of the critters we want on this one. So I'm going to write all this stuff and start writing it down because you're giving me ideas here, and I'm liking these ideas. I'm going to fight with this pencil, apparently. So, Dark Table, Krita. You said you were working on a 2D animation, like a cartoon animator. I thought. Was it you that was saying that? Because character animator is one of the ones that I'm going to have to replace. Da Vinci. What you see out there, Fluff? What you see out there, George? What you see? Anything? Yeah, might be. I will. I won't move over yet. They're all free, so I should be able to download them and see what's going on. George is fascinated with things outside. Okay. When you find a replacement for character animator, there has to be one because there's a lot of people who are doing avatar apps at the bottom. And those would be the ones that I'd be really into. There's got to be a free one out there. I cannot imagine all of these kids getting subscriptions to Adobe so that they can all do character animator. Oh. Well, I've written these 3 down. As you start moving down the line, let me know. Um, because I'm writing them all down because, frankly, I'm kind of over the stupidness, you know? It's ridiculously expensive, unreasonably so. And so, there's a lot of stuff that's like, well, does it really have to be this bad? I don't know. I'm just putting all my minifigs back over there so that they're not over here causing trouble. Yeah. Uh, and I'm not, and Clip Studio can too. Clip is the new Clip Studio, especially version 3, which I have bought. I've upgraded all the way up to version 3 in the purchase side. So it's not the subscription side because I want to encourage them to continue to do this. I know they don't make as much money off of people whenever they if they don't charge a subscription, but on the same token, I'm bleeding to death because everything needs a subscription. And so in order to keep doing my business, I was bleeding to death, and now I'm like sitting there going, well, guess I can get a frickin' student discount. I have an EDU address. Oh, okay. Why did I do this to myself? I'm in school. No, I mean, at least while we're doing this, wow, it's now $40 a month for one app. Oh yeah, and when I'm done with this school, it'll be next year. But this gives us until this time next year for you and me to work out sort of how to replace everything. But my thought is I could get an EDU now and change plans and at least save myself some money in the meantime. Right? Yeah, because see, this is $20 a month. Yeah, anywhere I can save money. Animate. Photoshop on the iPad, Photoshop, Audition, Premiere, Lightroom, Fresco, Dreamweaver. I don't use all of these. And I don't have to use Adobe Illustrator ever again if I don't want to. Because I'm over Illustrator. I have been over Illustrator since Illustrator started and have been forced to let's see the terms. Oh, that's introductory. Never mind. It's not worth it. It's only for 1 year. After 1 year, they go back to normal pricing. That doesn't even make sense. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. Guess it's time for it's just time for me to leave. I've got a good question for you, Brent. Do you know of a good calendar app? Something that does a good job of maintaining a lot of different moving parts. But I mean, like the standard calendar app is fine, but I'm having a hard time tracking pieces of it. And the biggest problem that I've got is in the calendar app, you have to do all these clicks to enter a new thing. And I'd love to be able to enter like 12 or 13 things or 20 things at the same time. For example, I just got my schedule for June, and it took me a good 20 minutes of clicking and then writing in Wheat Ridge, and then clicking this hour starting at 9 and ending at 5, and then turning it blue, and then clicking this and turning off the reminder and hitting OK. Then I go to the next day and then click it, then type in Wheat Ridge, and then I type in, and it's like I have to go through and there's like 12 steps for each one of these. Well, especially during summertime, I'm assigned a lot of things, and they're not standard. It'd just be nice to be able to copy and paste them. I don't know if you know of anything of that sort. Think that that's something you could probably get away with. I don't know. Move this up here. Yeah, I didn't think so either. I am feeling non-motivated. I work tomorrow, and I work through the rest of the week, and then I don't work Saturday, but then I work Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and Wednesday. No, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So it's 4 on, 1 off, 3 on. Then I get like 5 off, I think, something like that. Anyway, it's just all weird, and I'm just kind of doing the, hey, I really want to, you know, and I'm feeling. You start your new job tomorrow. Well, the good news is there won't be a morning show for you to have to worry about. So you don't have to worry about a morning show. That's at least a plus. But yeah. I'm noticing my new light bulb is doing a great job of illuminating everything, including like the things behind the camera are completely illuminated. So brilliantly lit. It's a very bright light though. Wow, look how light that light is. It's my back patio porch light out there. Unfortunately, I think I need to put some kind of black shield behind it or something. What I think I was going to have to do at some point. All right. Well, amazingly, I think I have burned most of my night. What time do you have to be at work tomorrow morning there, Brent? Is it later? Do you at least get better hours? 8 a.m. So you really should be heading to bed too. I should be heading to bed. You should be heading to bed. I think we've done good work. 8 to 5. Yeah, I think you and I have done good work tonight. We've scouted some new things and poked around and feel like we're doing good. So, yeah. Anyway, I think I'm running out of steam. Again, I am just so tired these days. I don't think I'm sleeping as well as I should be. I feel like I'm not sleeping as well as I should be. Anyway, so I think it's about time for all of us to hit the hay, and I'll see you tomorrow night too. Remember, tomorrow night I'll be helping my buddies. I'm helping Raf right now do things on Tuesday nights, so I'm usually not back here until a little later. So I shouldn't be back on until 9:30 or so. Just so you guys are aware. And I will chat with you guys later. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And I hope everybody out there is having a great night and a great day. And I hope you all keep your eyes on the stars.